Your voice came through at 2 a.m. I almost let it play again, but some words know exactly where to hurt, so I stopped before they reached the end. You said you drove past our old street, saw the little place where we used to meet. You asked if I still think about those days. I smiled alone, then looked away. I know you didn't mean to pull me back. You sounded tired, you sounded like the past. And for a second I was 22, still believing love could make us new. But I spent so long learning how to live with what we couldn't work out. Don't turn the key inside that door. I don't live there anymore. Please don't say you love me. Don't make my heart remember why. Don't bring back all the almost we buried just to survive. If you miss me, let it stay unsaid. Some feelings are better left unfed. I finally found a way to breathe. Please don't say you love me if you're not coming back to me. I used to save your birthday in my head. Now I barely notice when it comes instead. I changed the curtains, moved the furniture, made this little life feel like it was mine again. There's someone at the cafe who knows my name. I laugh sometimes without feeling ashamed, and I don't need him to replace what we were. He just reminds me I can still be heard. So if you're calling just to ease the weight of what you couldn't keep, let my silence be enough. Some endings don't need another touch. Please don't say you love me. Don't make my heart remember why. Don't bring back all the almost we buried just to survive. If you miss me, let it stay unsaid. Some feelings are better left unfed. I finally found a way to breathe. Please don't say you love me if you're not coming back to me. Maybe love was never meant to stay. Maybe ours was only meant to change. You taught me how deeply I could feel, then taught me I could heal. And if you really love me once, then let the woman I've become walk away without turning around, without needing you to choose me now. Please don't say you love me. I don't need those words tonight. I've carried them for long enough. They don't have to make things right. If you miss me, let me go. Let the distance finish what we couldn't know. I finally found my way to breathe. Please don't say you love me. Just let me be. Please don't say you love me unless you're ready to stay, because I've already survived the price those words once made me pay. Your message ends, the silence stays. I put my phone down and walk away. No anger left, no need to grieve. Just a softer heart learning to leave. I didn't come here looking back, just hiding from a Sunday rain. Then across a room of borrowed light, you smiled at someone me. The walls were filled with silent skies, frames that held forgotten time. You stood beneath the shade of blue, like a memory learning how to breathe. I almost turned and disappeared before our eyes could meet, but destiny has careful hands and nowhere left to hide. You said my name so gently, like it had never been broken. And all the years between us folded into one moment. I loved you for 1,000 years. In all the lives I couldn't keep, you were the color in my heart, the echo underneath my dreams that carried us through every season, even when the road grew cold. Inside me, long after I let you go. We walked beside a painting you once called your favorite view. You laughed about the little things that only we would understand. You told me you were happy now, and I believed your eyes. I realized love can leave a room without becoming a lie. The silence felt different. It didn't ask me to stay. It simply held the truth that we had both changed. I loved you for 1,000 years. In all the lives I couldn't keep, you were the color in my heart, the echo underneath my dreams. I carried us through every season, even when the road grew cold. 1,000 years lived inside me, long after I let you go. Maybe forever isn't measured by who remains. Maybe forever is the way a soul is gently rearranged. You were a chapter that became the reason I could love again. Not the ending of my story, but the place where I began. I loved you for 1,000 years, but I don't need those years back now. The girl who waited in the dark has learned to face the morning light. I'll always bless the path we traveled, even if it wasn't home. 1,000 years will always find me, but they no longer hold me close. The rain had stopped outside. The city looked brand new. I walked away without losing you. I walked away and found myself. At 2:17, the hallway light was the only thing still burning. I heard the rain against the glass and thought I'd hear your footsteps turning. Your name was still inside my phone, but I knew I shouldn't call. Somewhere between midnight and dawn, I stopped expecting you at all. Your blue shirt stayed behind the door with the scent of your cologne. I folded it 100 times, then left it there alone. The neighbor's dog kept barking twice whenever headlights crossed the wall. I learned the difference between a car and the sound of you at all. I made your favorite coffee, had a habit not desired. gold. Funny how a room can hold everything a heart can't say. I was living with your absence, one ordinary day at a time. I kept telling myself you were only running late, but hope can become a prison when you keep feeding it your faith. You never came home, and I kept leaving the light on, like love was just a few more minutes from becoming what we'd known. You never came home, and the silence said it all. I was standing at the doorway, talking to a shadow on the wall. Now I don't wait for your footsteps, I don't reach for my phone. I loved you until waiting was the last thing I could hold. You never came home, but I finally let you go. 3 months later, your voicemail found me on a Sunday night. You sounded like a stranger, trying hard to sound alright. You said you needed distance, you said you couldn't be who I deserved. I played those words until I heard what you never had the nerve to say. You weren't lost somewhere without me, you weren't fighting to return. You had simply built a life where my name no longer belonged. And somehow that hurt differently than every lie I feared before. Because sometimes there's no villain, just a heart that wants no more. For the first time I understood why you never gave a date. You weren't asking me to wait, you were hoping I'd walk away. You never came home, and I kept leaving the light on, like love was just a few more minutes from becoming what we'd known. You never came home, and the silence said it all. I was standing at the doorway, talking to a shadow on the wall. Now I don't wait for your footsteps, I don't reach for my phone. I loved you until waiting was the last thing I could hold. You never came home, but I finally let you go. I used to think closure would arrive in your voice, a perfect explanation, a reason for the choice. But healing came much quieter, it sounded like my own key turning inside that front door lock with nobody waiting for me. And I realized something I was afraid to understand. I wasn't losing you that night, I was getting my life back. You never came home, so tonight I turned the light off, opened every curtain, let the morning find me where I am. You never came home, and I don't need to know why. Some stories end without a reunion, but they don't have to end your life. I still remember your footsteps, I still know the way you smile, but memory isn't a promise, and I don't have to wait a while. You never came home, and somehow I came home to me. The hallway's dark now, the coffee cup is gone, your shirt is in a box, and the rain keeps moving on. I don't hate you, I don't need you to return. I just finally learned key was still beside mine, but I knew you wouldn't come. I stood there in the doorway with your shadow on the wall. Funny how an empty room can tell you everything at all. I found your coffee cup upstairs, still resting by the sink. A little crack across the side, like something I forgot to see. You used to call me beautiful, then slowly made me doubt every mirror in this apartment, till I hated how I looked. I learned to read your silence like weather in the air. You pulled me close when I was leaving and disappear when I was there. I gave you all my midnight, you gave me borrowed dawns. I kept defending what was hiding just because I called it love. You never needed chains, I stayed without a fight. You knew exactly where I broke and pressed there every night. You were a vampire, drinking every color from my sky, kissing me like you were saving me, while taking pieces of my life. You were a vampire, I mistook the darkness for your eyes. Now the room is finally breathing, and so am I. You don't get to haunt me just because you knew me. I survived the night. You were a vampire. I packed your clothes on Sunday and found a note beneath the bed. It wasn't some dramatic goodbye, just a grocery list you left. And somehow that was harder than every cruel word said, because ordinary little moments were the ones I loved instead. I took the train across the city with your jacket in a bag, watched our neighborhood get smaller through a window turning black. For the first time in forever, nobody asked where I had been. Nobody made me feel guilty for wanting to breathe again. I thought I missed your footsteps, I thought I missed your name, but what I missed was who I was before you changed my shape. You were a vampire, drinking every color from my sky, kissing me like you were saving me, while taking pieces of my life. You were a vampire, I mistook the darkness for your eyes. Now the room is finally breathing, and so am I. You don't get to haunt me just because you knew me. I survived the night. You are a vampire. Maybe you were hurting too, maybe that explains your hands. Maybe love was never meant to feel like disappearing. I don't need to make you evil just to know that I was wrong. Some people leave with broken hearts, some leave and teach you to grow strong. And if you ever think about me when the city turns to blue, I hope you find the person you were looking for in me, because I finally found her waiting underneath the fear. She was there the whole damn time, I just couldn't see her there. You were a vampire, drinking every color from my sky, but I found my way back to the sunlight, and I don't need you to survive. You were a vampire, but your shadow doesn't own my night. Now couldn't take my light. The hallway light is steady now, the window's open wide. Your key is gone beside the door, and mine is still inside. I breathe into the quiet and let the silence stay. Some loves leave a scar behind, some scars become the way. I don't hate you anymore, I just don't need you in my life. The night is finally over, and I can see the morning light. I found the dress behind the closet door, still wrapped in paper, untouched by time. The color of a promise we once believed, before love forgot our names. You asked me once what forever looked like. I smiled because I didn't know. I thought it sounded like summer windows, and your hand finding mine in the dark. But forever arrived without warning, packed itself in a cardboard and keys. The mirror watched me standing still while the future quietly laughed. Everyone said some things are destined, as if destiny could soften goodbye. But I've learned that endings are human, they don't need heaven to explain why. It's not about angels watching over us, it's about the empty chair across the room, the dress I never wore, the song that never happened, the way love disappeared too soon. I stopped searching for a miracle or a sign written in the sky. It's not about angels anymore, it's about surviving goodbye. I took the dress out of the paper and let it breathe for the first time. It fit the woman I had become, not the girl who was waiting. I walked alone beside the water, no audience, no final scene, just the quiet sound of healing, learning how to belong to me. The heart doesn't need a perfect answer to finally choose the light. Sometimes forgiveness is simply not carrying the weight all night. It's not about angels watching over us, it's about the empty chair across the room, the dress I never wore, the song that never happened, the way love disappeared too soon. I stopped searching for a miracle or a sign written in the sky. It's not about angels anymore, it's about surviving goodbye. If you ever think of me someday, I hope it feels like gentle rain. Not guilt, not longing, not regret, just gratitude without the pain. You were a chapter, not the ending, a tide that changed the shape of shore. And I can love what we once were without asking for more. It's not about angels saving broken hearts, it's about the strength we never knew we had. The dress I finally wore beneath the different sunrise, It's about choosing life. I closed the closet softly, opened every window, and walked into the morning, wearing my own name. Your voice still lives inside my phone, a ghost that answers when I'm alone, one button away from yesterday. I told myself I'd erase your name, but memory doesn't work that way. The city sleeps, my heart stays awake, counting every choice I couldn't change. I know the ending by heart now. Still I stand where we fell down, holding silence like a fragile flame. I'm 1 second from losing all the healing, 1 heartbeat from believing. Please, 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 don't let me call you tonight. Don't let the lonely part of me confuse the dark for light. I've come too far to turn around, too close to finding solid ground. Please, 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 help me choose goodbye this time. I heard you're doing fine these days. Someone said you finally changed. For a moment I almost smiled, then remembered I'm not that girl. I'm learning rooms can hold new air, that love can leave without staying there, and broken things don't always ask to become what they once had. The hardest prayer I've ever spoken is the one that leaves the door closed. Please, 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 don't let me call you tonight. Don't let the lonely part of me confuse the dark for light. I've come too far to turn around, too close to finding solid ground. Please, 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 help me choose goodbye this time. Maybe I was asking you to save me when I needed my own hands. Maybe every unanswered echo was teaching me who I am. Love shouldn't have to beg forever to be enough. Please, 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 I'm finally hearing my own voice. It's trembling, but it's stronger now, enough to make this choice. I'll keep the memories without the chain. I'll carry love without the pain. Please, 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 I'm letting go, not giving in. Delete the voicemail at dawn. The silence doesn't break me, it sets me free. You came home with rain on your shoulders. your keys down beside the door. You kissed my forehead like you always did, but somehow it didn't feel like before. I watched you wash the evening from your hands, while I stood there pretending I was fine. Two people sharing the same small room and living on opposite sides. Lately you don't ask how my day went, you don't notice when I cut my hair. Your eyes pass over all the little things like they were never really there. I make you coffee just the way you like it, you thank me without looking up. We used to talk until the sunrise, now even silence feels like too much. I found a photograph inside the drawer from that summer we got lost downtown. You were laughing with your whole heart before we learned how love could wear us down. I'm not asking for forever, I'm asking if you're still here, because holding someone beside me means nothing when they disappear. You're losing me little by little, and all the moments you don't see. I'm standing right here beside you, but you're somewhere I can't reach. You're losing me quietly, slowly. Not with a goodbye, not with a fight. Just every time you choose the distance, every time you let me sleep alone tonight. If you still love me, don't just say it, don't let the words become a memory. I'm not leaving because I stopped loving you. You're losing me because you're losing me. I stopped sending you the songs I love, stopped saving stories for when you came home, stopped asking what was on your mind because I got tired of asking alone. One Friday I dressed up for dinner, put your favorite place into my phone. You texted, something came up, I'm sorry, and I ate beneath the kitchen glow. That night I opened up the closet and found a dress I wore when we first met. I held it against the bedroom mirror and barely recognized myself in it. That's when I understood the difference between staying and being chosen. I could spend another year beside you and still feel completely alone. So don't promise me tomorrow if today is all you give. Love shouldn't feel like knocking on a door that won't let me in. You're losing me little by little, and all the moments you don't see. I'm standing right here beside you, but you're somewhere I can't reach. You're losing me quietly, slowly. Not with a goodbye, not with a fight. Just every time you choose the distance, every time you let me sleep alone tonight. If you still love me, don't just say it, don't let the words become a memory. I'm not leaving because I stopped loving you. You're losing me because you're losing me. Maybe you think I'll always be here, like the light you leave on in the hall, something you never have to notice because you know it won't turn off. But love is in a room you can't abandon and expect the warmth to stay the same. I kept protecting what we started while you kept forgetting what it became. So tonight I won't ask you to chase me, I won't make you promise what you can. If there's still a part of us worth saving, you have to reach for it with your hands, because I finally know my heart deserves more than being almost loved. You're losing me little by little, but now I'm finally seeing clearly. I spent so long trying to hold us that I forgot you had to hold me. You're losing me quietly, slowly, and I won't turn your silence into blame. I loved you through every empty evening, but I can't keep loving in your place. If you still love me, don't just say it. If there's something left, then let it breathe. I'm not walking out because I stopped loving you. I'm walking out because you're losing me. You're losing me. And this time I won't disappear just to make you comfortable. I'm choosing me, even if it hurts to leave you here. The rain has stopped outside the window. The room is softer than before. I leave your keys beside the photograph and slowly reach for the door. Maybe someday you'll remember how close we were before we changed. And maybe I'll remember you with kindness without wishing you had stayed. I loved you, I meant it, but love can't live on memory. So if you ever wonder when I left, it wasn't tonight. You were losing me long before I said goodbye. The platform kept your shadow long after you were gone. I watched the doors close slowly and still stood there alone. Your ticket disappeared into the distance, like a page the wind refused to return. I held the coffee that had gone cold between us, learning how silence can burn. A child laughed somewhere behind me. Life moved without asking why. I realized the world was fearless while I was afraid to say goodbye. The tracks kept singing underneath me like they remembered every choice. I almost called your name out loud, but love can't outrun a departing voice. Samson, the last train took the words I never said. Carry them beyond the morning sky. Samson, I kept a seat beside my heart for you, even after time had passed us by. If I could meet that station one more time, I wouldn't ask you to stay. I simply hold your hand a little longer before the last train pulled away. I walked home through unfamiliar streets where every window held another life. The city wore 1,000 conversations, none of them were mine. I found your scarf inside my suitcase, still carrying the scent of rain. Some memories don't fade quietly, they travel with your name. I thought love was a destination, a place we could arrive. Now I know it can be a journey that teaches you how to survive. Samson, the last train took the words I never said. Carry them beyond the morning sky. Samson, I kept a seat beside my heart for you, even after time had passed us by. If I could meet that station one more time, I wouldn't ask you to stay. I simply hold your hand a little longer before the last I stopped measuring my healing by how often I still cry. Some nights your memory visits like moonlight through a blind. You're not the door that closed behind me, you're the road that led me here. And loving you has slowly taught me that letting go isn't disappearing. Samson, the last train gave my heart a different map, one that led me back to me. Samson, I'll always love the girl who waited there, and the woman who learned to leave. If our souls are passing travelers, and thank you for the ride. I'll wave instead of breaking as the last train says goodbye. The platform lights grew smaller, the morning finally came. I walked toward the future without forgetting your name. I saw your name beneath the photograph, a little piece of yesterday I couldn't hide. Funny how one moment can pull you back to somewhere you swore you'd left behind. I was cleaning out the room we used to share, taking down the pictures from the wall. Your smile was fading underneath the sunlight, but I still remembered every little detail. I found the ticket from the summer train, the one we took with nowhere planned to go. You fell asleep against my shoulder while I watched the countryside move slow. I thought I finally made peace with it, thought your memory had learned to fade, but holding that small piece of yesterday made me wonder if you ever stayed. Do you ever stop in the middle of your day when something brings those nights back into view? Do you ever feel a little ache for everything we almost grew? Do you miss me too when the world gets quiet? Do you think of us? Do you miss me too when someone's beside you? Do you feel the distance? I don't need you back in my arms, I don't need to change what we went through. I just wonder after all this time, do you miss me too? I heard our favorite song inside a crowded store, and suddenly the room felt far away. There was a couple dancing near the window, moving like we used to on those rainy days. I didn't cry, I didn't turn around, I just stood there breathing through the ache. Somewhere along the years between us, I learned that love can bend without it breaking. Maybe you built a life I know nothing about. Maybe there's another hand inside yours. Maybe you don't remember little things like how you always left your shoes beside the door. But if some midnight finds you restless and an old memory slips into the blue, I hope you don't feel foolish for remembering, because I still remember you. Do you ever wonder where we'd be if we had stayed when things got hard? Do you ever look into the distance search for pieces of who we are. Do you miss me too? When the world gets quiet, do you think of us? Do you miss me too? When someone's beside you, do you feel the distance? I don't need you back in my arms. I don't need to change what we went through. I just wonder, after all this time, do you miss me too? Maybe love was never meant to stay forever. Maybe some hearts are chapters, not the whole. You taught me how deeply I could give, then taught me how to carry what I lost. And if you're somewhere underneath another sky, living a life that doesn't include my name, I won't wish you back into my story. I only hope you sometimes feel the same. Not enough to leave the life you're living, not enough to make you turn around, just enough to know that what we had was real before we let it down. Do you miss me too? When the rain comes down, do you remember us? Do you miss me too? When you pass our old street, does your heart slow down? I don't need you back in my arms. I don't need another chance with you. I just needed to know somewhere inside you still remember me too. Do you miss me too? Maybe we'll never really know, but tonight I can look at what we were and finally let the memory go. I'll put the photograph back in its place, not because I'm waiting for you, but because some beautiful things can't stay without asking us to return. If someday you remember, I hope it brings you peace. And if you ever miss me, let that be enough for me. At the edge of 3, your old voice note was on my screen. I almost pressed it once again, but I let the silence stay and watched the silver cross my room. Funny how the night remembers everything we couldn't do. I used to leave the curtains open just to watch the sky turn blue. You said the moon looked different whenever I was next to you. We'd sit barefoot on the balcony with nowhere else to be. You'd tell me all your impossible dreams, and I'd pretend they included me. Then one night you stopped answering. No fight, no final scene, just a message left unread in a space where you had been. I searched the city in my mind for somewhere you could be, until I realized the distance wasn't measured in streets. I wanted one more conversation, one honest thing to hold, but some goodbyes don't make a sound, they simply leave you cold. So I sing to the moon tonight, tell her everything I couldn't tell you. If my heart still reaches through the dark, maybe somehow it will reach you. Carry me slowly the moon tonight and let her keep our song. A year went by without your birthday written anywhere on my wall. I passed a little coffee shop where we used to waste it all. You'd steal the sugar from my table, I'd complain and let you in. Those tiny ordinary moments were the life I didn't know we'd miss. And I saw you in a photograph a mutual friend had shared. You were standing underneath the sun with somebody beside you there. I stared until the picture blurred, then laughed in my own heart, because I thought seeing you would break me, but it only made me soft. Maybe love doesn't disappear when the story finds its end. Maybe it becomes a quiet place you visit now and then. So I sing to the moon tonight, tell her everything I couldn't tell you. If my heart still reaches through the dark, maybe somehow it will reach you. Carry me slowly past the place where we used to belong. I don't need you to come back to me, I just need to know I wasn't wrong for loving you, for missing you, for letting you move on. So I sing to the moon tonight and let her keep our song. I used to think the moon was lonely because she followed every night. Now I think she knows something about leaving things in light. She doesn't chase the stars, she doesn't ask them where they've gone. She simply shines on what remains and keeps moving with the dawn. Maybe that's what healing is, not forgetting what was true, but remembering without wishing that the ending changed for you. So I sing to the moon tonight, not because I'm waiting for you. I finally learned some beautiful things can be beautiful because they're through. Carry me slowly past the place where we used to belong. I can love what we were without needing it to carry on. You were a chapter, you were a season, you were a light I once held on. So I sing to the moon tonight and thank her for our song. The sky's turning lighter now, the stars are fading one by one. I close the curtains softly and let the morning come. If you ever see this moon, I hope she makes you smile. She knows the words I never said, and she can keep them for a while. I don't wait anymore, I don't ask the night to choose. I just look up and breathe and let the moon